fabulous edition of Wine Wednesday with Golden Brown Delicious.
I'm Simran.
I'm Priya.
And I'm Genesis.
And we have a special episode. I know we say it every week, but we have a special episode for you here today. And why is that?
It is because we are showing off not only our drinking skills, y'all, we're showing off our cooking skills.
Yes. As you guys would know, if you're local to the Miami area, we do these amazing pop-ups with the iconic Wolfe's Wine Shop on Miracle Mile. And yes, it is a miracle. That is where we procure most of the wines that we drink and showcase on this wonderful Wine Wednesday. So we're so happy to be doing another pop-up. If you are around and in town, pull up. It is October 8th, a Friday. Okay, I already know you guys are weekend off, so stop
There are no excuses.
There are no excuses. It's going to be Friday, October 8th from 5:30 to 8:30. You can make reservations at thegbdgirls.com/wolfswine. Yeah, come see you girls there. We have a wine tasting with lovely selections, a flight of wines that Jeffrey, the man Jeffrey Wolfe, picked himself.
Yes.
Yes, we are showing you our 3 tastings. 4 tastings, excuse me, we got a little moose.
Yeah, we're here to amuse your boosh.
And Jeffrey has, like Genesis said, picked out some amazing wines to go with these dishes. Not to like disappoint you, but we're not going to be drinking all of them.
Yeah.
Okay? Like it's just not possible.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with our mousse and the sparkling that goes with it.
So the wine is José Lefin's Bulle, 2017, Jean-Francois Muriot. Gorgeous wine. I really love the label too. It's really cute.
It's really fun.
Really fun.
She is a sparkling Chenin Blanc with a touch of Chardonnay. I love that. So it's 95% Chenin Blanc. Didn't know that?
Yeah, 95%. So we're going to start off with our amuse. What do we got? We got you an apple soup with a pancetta gremolata. It is, ooh, okay?
That's a good spot.
That's a good spot. Woo! So, of course, we have a sparkling to go with this amuse. Everything goes with sparkling, as we know. We have tried it again and again and again, and it is true. Everything goes with sparkling. So it's really, you know, it's not gonna be a hit or miss. It's gonna be a hit.
Yeah, and it has this gorgeous topping. What did we talk about?
So this topping is going to be pecorino breadcrumbs with pancetta, with crispy pancetta that I've minced really fine. So they're basically, it's bacon dust, you know? So this sparkling in particular has notes of baked apple, pear, lemon, and pineapple to go along with my appley, oniony, black peppery, bacony, pecorino-y. Okay, so cheers.
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 I'm actually gonna stick my fork in it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it a little spin through.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a labor of love, just like all the things we have here today.
And it goes perfectly with the sparkling wine.
And it's so refreshing, and I think that's going to be such a great start to the tasting. Get us really off on the right foot.
Yeah.
And really wet those palates for what's to come.
Yeah, and transitioning into fall, it sometimes gets difficult figuring out what you want to be your amuse. You're like, don't want anything to be too heavy, but I still want it to be on theme. And I think this apple has really
Hit the mark.
Yeah.
Yes. So the first on our pairing is a butternut squash raviolo. And we actually had a little funky fun with it today. We did a funky fun. We did a filling that is purely butternut squash with some spices, and then another one that has goat cheese incorporated in it. We want to see what pairs best with the wine, so we're trying both out today. But the filling in essence is roasted butternut squash. We did some chili powder, some classic white pepper, and I'm not gonna give you the rest because then I'm giving you the sauce. I'm giving you the recipe.
You got it right, taste it.
And then Priya tossed it in this amazing butter herby sauce. What did you do, Chef?
So that, first of all, we did a regular all-purpose flour pasta dough, so it only cooks for about 3 to 4 minutes, a really quick cook on there, and then we tossed it in some herbaceous brown butter. It had a little bit of parsley, a little bit of rosemary. Day up, I'm probably thinking time, but we'll get there when we get there, you know? But just know it's gonna be herbaceous. Yeah. We have a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of black pepper in there to get some of the flavors in there as well, so let's crack her open.
Let's see what wine we're gonna be
absolutely
pairing with this gorgeous raviolo.
So this is a Nanclares Prieto Dandelion. Ooh, I like that. One more time. non-claras y prieto dandelion albarino 20 from Rías Bajas, Spain.
Yes.
Why are your Rías tan bajas? Oh, corny jokes.
This is 100% Albarino. It's juicy as fuck. Okay? Alright, I'm back on the same. With notes of lemon, ripe fruit, and it's crisp and dry.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Ooh, the filling is just coming out of there.
One of the things about this filling is roasting the squash brings out the sweetness in the butternut, which actually surprised me when I was making the filling. I didn't expect it to be so sweet, but it's so nice, especially with the tossed butter herbiness. It just has a really nice balance.
Yeah.
I'm really getting so much of that rosemary flavor, and with the sweetness of the butternut squash, that's so delicious. And I can definitely see these lemony, juicy flavors of the wine going so well with the squash. Just keeping it like crisp and dry and clean and really let the raviolo shine.
Yeah, and I think playing into the raviolo's sweetness is really what's gonna help here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall I bring the goat cheese out?
Yeah.
Raviolo with the goat cheese. I think the goat cheese, even though it was very subtle, it did cut down on the sweetness of the butternut.
Are you saying butternut?
Yeah, you're saying butternut.
I'm an immigrant, and certain words are difficult for me.
I mean, personally, I'm just like a cheese lover. So like, I would say go goat, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So for our next course, we have a Gruyere stuffed spiced meatball. You heard? So with the spices, I decided to go a little bit, you know, Middle Eastern, a little Indian, you know, take it there, give you some of that bite to the meatball. So we have.
I love biting my balls.
I love biting balls. So we have a little cumin, a little coriander, a lot of chili powder, some white pepper, cinnamon to really, I love a red meat and cinnamon. You know? Yeah. I've stuck a cube of Gruyere in the middle of it, and hopefully it got nice and melty in the cooking process. So the pairing for this one is actually a Shiraz loaves. Alright, this small gully Mr. Black's little book from 2017, okay? This is from the Barossa Valley all the way in Australia. In Sydney! But the notes that you're gonna get from this are blackberry, black pepper, leathery, tarry, tobacco-y, vanilla, and coffee. So I think it might be a lot with the meatball, considering the spices that have gone into it. I think, you know, the vanilla, the coffee, the leatheriness of it might be a bit much, but hey, I'm no expert, you know? So let's dig into this meatball and see what's going on.
Yeah.
There's a nice balance of the spices.
I did put a lot of cinnamon, but it's really coming through.
Yeah.
And that coriander and the cinnamon are really working so nicely together. And you know, because I put a lot of chili powder in it, and it's not spicy. I'm gonna up it. But the Gruyere in there is so nice. You know, when you have Gruyere by itself, it's such a strong cheese, and it can easily overpower a dish. But I think like baked in here, or you know, sauteed in here with all these spices, it's a nice balance. And
All right, so for our last pairing, for our sweet pairing, we have a pink poached pear. A cool little food science fact is if you boil pears with sugar, lemon, and the seeds in the water, it actually adds a little bit of color to it. So this is why we get this beautiful pink color to the pear.
what are we pairing with this beautiful?
So we have, as on par, we have a dessert wine. So this is a 100% Muscat Blanc. This is a Domaine de Rhône Muscat. Ooh, the French. Priya, take it away.
Booms de Venise, 2015.
From Southern Rhône in France. Now, y'all know that we are not big dessert wine drinkers. But
You know that.
You know that. But so quarts we hate. Quarts, only because it's technically a fortified wine, right? It's higher in alcohol, it's super sweet.
This is liquor.
This is liquor. I do like Muscat and Muscat Blanc because it's a little bit, it's more consumable than a hard port. And it really complements even the sweetest of dishes. So again, this is like how you would make a simple syrup or some jam, taking lemon, some sugar, the fruit itself, and a little bit of water, and just leaving it the fuck alone for as long as you can. And that's what's gonna allow to bring out that color. Then I broiled it. Okay, for 15 minutes because I need a little melanin, a little darkness in my life. And then put that whip on top of it with some pepitas.
Yeah.
So the tasting notes on this wine are elderflower. Who knows what that is?
Elderflower is actually quite good. It's used in a lot of like summery cocktails, like a lot of like spritzes and stuff.
Well, the other notes are licorice. Licorice can be quite nice in wine. Sometimes I'm like, ugh, but it always, you know, presents itself nice. As well as lychee and honey.
Yes.
So a lot of complex, delicious flavors happening in this dessert wine. Let's dig in.
Let's dig in, please. Just slide off.
I added cloves, which I've made this dish before, but I've simply just made sugar, lemon, and water, but the clove added a nice warmth to the dish.
Yeah, that is so nice. And I can see it pairing so well with those honey flavors and those lychee flavors in the wine. So again, you can taste all of these gorgeous dishes with their wine pairings at our event this Friday, October 8th from 5:30 to 8:30. Your girls will be there serving you, entertaining you. Come on by, it's Wolfe's Wine Shop on Miracle Mile. We would love to see you there. You can make a reservation at thegbdgirls.com/wolfswine or simply just walk in and say what's up.
And as always, we do it for the girls, gays, and theys. Let us know what wine you're drinking, or if you just drinking, baby. Cheers!